What is up, everybody? Welcome to the MMA Engine. These are my DFS core plays for UFC Vegas 56. We have Jairzinho Rozenstruik going against Alexander Volkov. I'm going to be talking about my favorite four plays on the entire slate here. And let us start it with Damon Jackson at 9,500. So Damon Jackson's currently minus 750 on the money line, and I just feel like he should have the advantage everywhere going against Daniel Argueta, who has a lot of things going against him here. So Daniel Argueta is a guy that is going to be coming in not only on short notice, but also up a weight class. Daniel Argueta only has 8 fights in his career compared to Damon Jackson, who has 25 fights. Damon Jackson's fought the much better competition. It's not even close. I think Damon Jackson is going to be the better striker. I think he's going to be the much better grappler. I think he's going to be much bigger. He's going to have the better cardio, more experience. I just think there's a lot of things going against Argueta here. So I like Damon Jackson 9,500. He'll be much bigger. He's dangerous anywhere the fight goes. I think Argueta, for him to have success, he's going to have to take down Jackson consistently and do it for 3 rounds. I just don't really see that being all that likely. I don't think that Argueta has the striking to really knock out Jackson on the feet, and that's kind of what I would worry about typically in a Jackson fight, but I don't think that's on the table here. And like I said, I actually think Jackson's the better striker in this fight. So, I like Jackson here. I think he has takedown upside, finish upside, especially late finish upside if the fight does go on as well. I see Argueta slowing down, but I think Jackson's live for a finish any round. So I like Jackson 9,500. You have Evloev around there as well, Aaron Blanchfield around there as well. I think they're both really good plays, but I think Jackson's probably my favorite play in that 9K range. Moving on. We have Karine Silva, 8,200. Kind of a sneaky play here. I don't think many people are going to be on her or this fight in general, but I think it's a very sneaky fight to target as a whole, and I think it's a very sneaky fight to end inside the distance. So Karine Silva has some takedown upside, especially early on. If she can get on top of Battaglia, I've not liked what I saw in terms of the ground game of Battaglia. Jillian Robertson was able to get her down multiple times, was able to get into mount multiple times, was able to take her back as well. We saw that Cynthia Calvillo was able to submit her fairly easy there as well. And I think Karine Silva, 100% finish rate. She is one of these kill or be killed fighters. She has only been to decision 1 time. So that's why I kind of think it's like Silva early or it's Battaglia late. I think Silva should have a lot of success early on. I think the finish is very, very live, but if it does get out of the first round, I do have my concerns. Her cardio is definitely a concern, and she does slow down a lot as the fight goes on. So overall, a very sneaky fight to target, but I do like Silva, and I do like her to finish in the very first round. Next, we have Alonzo Menifield, 8,700. Yeah, this is kind of a weird one here, but it's a fight that is a must roster at these price tags. You have Menifield, who is 8,700, and then you have Mazarov, who is 7,500. The fight doesn't go decision line on BetOnline, is minus 800, but it's actually minus 900 on like DraftKings. It's like minus 950 on FanDuel. It's approaching minus 1,000, which you never, ever see in the UFC, right? But Menifield, he's minus 150 to win inside the distance. Askar Mazarov, there's been some shenanigans all week with his record. This guy went from 21 to 7 to it was 21 to 11, and now he's currently 19 and 12. It's just been madness all week, and now he currently has 12 losses. All 12 of them come inside the distance. 11 of the 12 in the very first round. This guy is a good hammer and a very bad nail. I think Menifield should run through this guy. I think he could take him down, finish him shortly after. I've seen Askar tap the strikes. Askar has been submitted 8 times at this point. Menifield should roll through this guy. But with that said, I think you should have some Askar just in case. I think if Askar does win, it not only is in the first round, but it's probably in the first 30 seconds. So a fight that's must roster. I would be shocked if this fight not only got out of the first round, but did not find his way on the optimal lineup there. And then finally, Tony Gravely, 8,400. So I'm actually picking Munoz for the upset, but from a DraftKings perspective, it is really hard to ignore Tony Gravely here at 8,400. He has elite takedown upside. He averages over 6 takedowns per 15 minutes. He's averaging 91.6 DraftKings points in 5 fights, and he's averaging around 125 DraftKings points in his wins. It is safe to say if Gravely wins this fight, it is most definitely going to be in the optimal lineup. That means he's going to be getting takedowns, he's going to be getting control time, and he's going to be getting a lot of it as well. So yeah, I like Gravely, especially from a DraftKings perspective. Of course, he's going to have to mind his P's and Q's against a very dangerous Munoz on the mat. But if he is able to win this fight, if he is able to win it by decision, I think Tony Gravely scores very, 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 very well. But just to recap, my favorite 4 plays here: Damon Jackson, 9,500. I think he's better everywhere. I think he gets that late finish, could be early as well. Karine Silva, 8,200. I think she's going to have a big advantage early, 100% finish rate, very dangerous. I think she has a good chance to submit Battaglia in the very first round. Alonzo Menifield, 8,700. I think he should absolutely run through Mazarov. I think somebody gets finished here in the very first round and probably under a half a round as well. But yeah, this fight is a must roster. And then Tony Graves, the 8,400. This guy's DraftKings gold if he wins. And if he does win, I see him scoring a ton of DraftKings points, so cannot be ignored there. But yeah, guys, if you guys do enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe. I'll be going live tonight on Friday for the Final Thoughts video on the MMA Engine YouTube channel. Be sure to check that out. Best of luck, guys. And yeah, glad to be back after a week off. Let's keep killing it. See you guys.